80% of the small businesses that are out there don't have accounting services. They're trying to do it themselves. Mistake.
Hello, and welcome to Living Legacies with LaVeta. I'm your host, LaVeta Hayes, and today is going to be so special because guess what? Tax season is coming up, and bookkeeping, all of that is all coming together now. So we're going to give you just a little tidbits of some things that you can possibly do. I want to also say that we are hosting financial workshops, free financial workshops given by Living Legacies with LaVeta. So make sure you look on the website for all those workshops that will be starting from 7 to 8. They're going to be live, so you'll be able to ask those hard questions and have a professional to actually answer those questions for you. Some of those workshops will deal with debt management, savings, proper protection. So some of those things are very, very important. So we want to make sure that our listeners look at our website for all of those workshops. So with that, we have Linda Flournoy here that is all about, it's BookEase. I love her business. We've had a podcast before, but welcome to the second podcast because I feel that with BookEase is so important for everyone to understand now what your role is. So give us a little bit about Linda.
Linda or BookEase?
All of it.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. I am a mother of 4. I just had a brand new grandbaby.
Oh, wow.
I don't even have any details. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. It's just within the last day.
Wow.
So I know I'm sitting back. Thank you. That makes number 5. I just cannot get over it. My son is busy. Anyway, I have an accounting service called BookEase, and the goal is to make bookkeeping easy and affordable for not just the people who can do it, but the people who really need it, especially in our community. So I reach out a lot.
Okay. So you're doing a lot of community service.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about the community service that you're doing.
Okay. While accounting pays the bills, the thing that really makes my socks go up and down is helping families become financially able to do whatever it is that they want to do. I don't want to use the word secure because that's relative. But they need to be able to do whatever they need to do. Pay your mortgage or pay your rent. I'm not an employee.
Yes.
I'm not that person.
I love that.
I don't support that. It's difficult. I don't want to have to depend on somebody else for my dollar. Especially somebody who does not have my best interest at heart sometimes. So I needed a different plan.
Okay.
And that is where entrepreneurship came in.
So how did you get into BookEase and being that entrepreneur? Did you ever work for a corporate at one time, or so how did that entrepreneurship bug happen?
Okay. I came out of high school as an employee. Okay. And I moved to California from New York. And while I was there, I started my first accounting business because I was working temp and I wanted to go back and forth home whenever I wanted to. So temporary was working really, really well. But along the way, I started meeting small business owners and I offered my services and I got my first client.
Oh, wow.
Exactly. And then I found out, in hindsight now, I found out that there are 80% of the small businesses that are out there don't have accounting services. They're trying to do it themselves.
Okay.
Mistake.
Yes, because when you talk about so many people, small businesses, they're doing it, trying to do it all themselves, because what that does takes them away from
Everything
the
else.
meat and potatoes
That's right.
of their business.
That's right. That's one thing that it does. Because if you are spending your time playing in paperwork, then you are not out there making your money. Right. And you can make a heck of a lot more money with that time than what you would need to pay me to do that job. So perspective, change how you see that function.
Exactly.
Not only that, there are chefs out there. Now, I can cook a little bit, but I'm not no chef. And so, I could do it, but I'm not going to do it well. And a lot of people will try to do their own books, but they're not really accountants or into accounting, and they make a big mess.
That's
I ain't
right.
gonna lie.
So what I'm hearing is to make sure that people invest in themselves first. Invest in themselves to make sure that they have that BookEase, that accounting person that's going to help them with their books, their records. Do you do any type of budgeting for them? Let me say, I'm like, okay, Linda, I'm coming to your office.
Yes.
I have my business, Living Legacies with LaVeta, okay? And I want to be out there in the forefront, talking to people and everything. This paperwork is getting on my nerve. What would you say to me? And I'm coming to you like, how can you help me? How can you help LaVeta business prosper?
Okay. I want to say a couple of things. Number one, most of my clients don't walk in my door. I work from home.
Oh,
okay.
Beautiful.
And I have been working from home for 40 years. And when the pandemic came up, everybody learned my secret. It is fun working from home. You get up and you go in the other room.
Right.
Okay. But what I was going to say was the way that I do my sales and marketing is part of what I help small businesses with, because BookEase is really not just accounting. I can't just be accounting, because when you're in folks' business, you get to know stuff and you want to make sure that this business is profitable. Okay. So they will do things that will make you say, it's not that you can't do that. You can't do it like that. Okay. When we think about having somebody that's doing your books, there's a certain level of advising that person has to do. And I almost feel like a bartender, because I touch everything. When you walk out that door, you spend $1. I see every single dollar. My position is very, very, what's the word when you can't tell anybody anything?
Secret.
Yeah.
Because because you're looking at someone's books and records, you
I
have
know
to
all
keep
their
that
business.
right, and you have to keep that to yourself.
And I can see the things that I will say things like, if you do that, what about this over here? I see you wanting to accomplish this shorthand, but we talked about it, and you said you wanted to do this long term. This is going to throw a monkey wrench in your thing. And when you're in the middle of the plan and you're really excited about what you're doing, you don't know all those other things out there.
That's
like,
right.
Does anybody know about BOI? The new businesses, they may or may not. Do you know about BOI?
No, tell us about BOI.
BOI is a brand new law where you have to register every single LLC.
Okay, so if I have a LLC, because I was going to ask you about that. So give us some of the nuances.
With every president, you get a new set of laws.
Yes.
With every congressman, you get a new set of laws.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I stay in my phone. I left my phone home. So, I would literally be there. Okay, BOI, what is that called again? So I don't have any of that information. You guys are going to have to bear with me on this. Just know that overall, I know my stuff. Okay. And I know that you have to now register regarding BOI. Google it. Okay. They are really getting serious about trafficking,
like money laundering, money trap,
and going through all these different businesses. Now you got to register those LLCs, so it's not going to be you can pump money from here into this one, bounce it over here, because now they want those businesses registered at the federal level. Right now we're registering with SunBiz, which is at the state level.
Exactly.
The federal level now wants everybody's information. And if you have been in business as of December 31st, 2023, you have 1 year to register.
Okay.
If you started a business on January 1st, 2024, going forward, you have 90 days.
Okay. So that would be with your whether you have an LLC
or an S Corp.
Right. Okay. So what's the difference between when we talk about S Corp and corporate or corp?
I love this. See, these are the kind of questions that I get from small businesses because they want to get started. They know that they... Your income, you will have certain expenses. There will be certain expenses that are recognized by federal that are not necessarily recognized by the bank for a mortgage. Ooh. And if the bank is not recognizing that expense for your mortgage, then your income is higher.